Hey, how's it going, guys? Markel here, back with another quick video. Just caught my man live, Love and Freedom. Be sure you guys go check out his video. He did a live show right there in downtown Yuma. But with that being said, though, I was reading through some of the comments and I want to answer one that was left by a gentleman referring to long-term care and where do you start to find out about long-term care. So starting next week, I'm going to break down qualifications, the different types of care, whether it's in-home, in a nursing home, the types of caregivers and the different plans that are offered by the VA. Now, there are some things the VA will pay all. There are some things they're going to refer you to the state, and then there are other things they may refer you to Medicare if you're on Medicare. Okay. Where it really starts is with your primary care, your psychiatrist, which are going to refer you to your social worker. Everyone has a social worker. You may have never talked to your social worker, whether it's him or her, but everyone has a social worker, all right? So that's where it starts, with your primary care, because primary care is the one that makes the decision about what type of care you possibly need, whether it's your primary doctor or your psychiatrist. They're the ones who come with the decision, and then your social worker works with you to try to achieve whatever it is that they're trying to get done for you, whether it's possibly putting you in a long-term care facility or a house that has other veterans, that's not that many, or a house that the state provides, or you're staying at home and the VA is sending out a care professional to help with you, to help during the day with your medications or whatever, or it could be a family member that's taking care of you and they'll send a trained professional to give your caregiver a break so they can go run errands, pay bills, go on vacation, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to break a lot of this down on Monday, but I'm going to start with the beginning stuff and kind of move along to each step. I'm going to do a whole different section for you veterans who are overseas, okay? Because you got to understand, you're not in the U.S., you're not in U.S. territory, you need care, you need help. If you're not looking at getting it on the compensation side, it's going to be tough sledding. If you think you're going to get care outside those areas I've mentioned, and say you're like in a country like here in Colombia, you need extra help, they're not going to pay for that. If you're not getting SMCS, SMCL, or any of the SMC categories other than K, they're not paying for that. You're going to have to pay for all of that out of pocket. All of it. It's going to come out of pocket. So if you're looking at going to a nursing home in a foreign country, the VA is not going to cover that. There's no point of even bringing that up. They're not going to cover that. So make sure you put those things in your plan as you staying in these countries. This is what you potentially may need. You may want to go check and see what it costs to actually have a caregiver, or if you need a professional person to come and stay with you, like a nurse or a nurse's aide, you may want to check to see what all that costs. In the States, 100%, more than likely, you won't pay anything. Overseas, you're paying it all. You're coming out of pocket. All right, I just want to be sure, because every time I get on, when people ask me questions about this, I'm going to talk specifically about people who are in the States, and I'm going to talk specifically about people who are overseas, because there's a lot of you guys overseas that watch, and a lot of you guys need to understand exactly what you're getting into when you leave the U.S. and you come to these countries. Now, there are a lot of you who are financially able to handle whatever it is, but there are a lot of you out there that are barely getting by on the margins. This is where that $1,500, $2,000 debate that we have all the time come in. Please come to these countries with little or nothing. Let something happen to you and you need long-term care. You're going to be back in the States, because that ain't going to be enough. All right, guys. I appreciate everybody watching as always. And until the next time, guys, I'm out. Peace.